Hey guys, it's Jsnow with, I guess, emergency video. They announced about streaming actually. I was having a lot of fun with Daisy today. Daisy was amazing today. I'll post that later. But anyway, back to WoW. They announced the Legion release date will be August 30th. I can't find it on the official site, but there's like a billion sites announcing it, and it seems like it's gonna happen. So August 30th is the release date for Legion. Now this sucks. So this is gonna be like a constructive criticism Blizzard. Constructive criticism video, I guess, directed towards Blizzard more than just talking about the release day. So what I'm gonna talk about is the release day itself really quickly. So August 30th, they had a thing where they had to push out the game before I think September 21st. So I think they were legally binded or something like that to have it released by September 21st. So at least we're getting it in August 30th, so an extra 21 days. Not too bad, I guess. Yay. But the problem is this has been the longest gap ever in the history of World of Warcraft with no content. Coming from the #1 MMO, a multi-million-dollar company backed by Activision, which maybe they're multi-billion, I don't know if Activision's multi-billion, but backed by another multi-million-dollar company. And it's been 14 months since we've gotten a patch. Why? Blizzard, you're killing me, man. You're absolutely killing me. So I'm looking at a Reddit post right now because some people have some interesting stats. So none of this is by me. I did not look this up. This is not my credit. Credit goes to the people on the Reddit. I'll put in the link below if you guys want to check it out. So some guy did a total of all the gaps between all the months of WoW. So right now it says total time from vanilla to Burning Crusade was 5.5 months. That's not that bad. So these are going by last content patch. These aren't going by actual expansions. So the wait between vanilla to the Burning Crusade patch was 5.5 months. Not too bad. Like half a year. For Wrath of the Lich King, from Burning Crusade to when Wrath of the Lich King came out, 6.25 months. That's not too bad either, but that is going into half a year. Wrath of the Lich King to Cataclysm. This is when something, I don't know what happened. 11 months, so almost a year. We had almost a year of ICC. They did put in Ruby Sanctum, but this is very controversial because it was a one boss raid. Some people said it was like a gimmick raid, but technically it was content, so you can't. So I would say it was about more like 9 months of no content instead of 11. Mist of Pandaria. From Cataclysm to Mist of Pandaria, 9 months. And from MOP to Warlords of Draenor, 13 months. So we're going over a year now. And now Warlords of Draenor to Legion, 13 to 14 months. That's absolutely insane. How can your #1 MMO with millions upon millions of players? Of course, it's been in huge decline right now because people are fed up with this. That's the thing. Blizzard was able to get away with this during Cataclysm and Wrath of the Lich King, but now they really can't. They've really pushed the players to the edge as far as when it comes to content patches. So now we're at the wait basically a year for Legion. That's basically what I've waited for to play Legion, which is absolutely insane. You would think they would give beta access to anybody who's played the game maybe more than 6 months actively. You would think that would make sense. If you're playing your MMO for more than 6 months, even after the longest content drought in the history of World of Warcraft, you would think you would give more people some beta and alpha access, but hey. And then the second point I wanted to make, there was another post. I'm going to try to find it really quick if I can find it. Looks like I don't think I could find it. Come on. But, there's a lot of bitching and complaining. That's what's gonna happen. I think it's justified, though, because of the fact, waiting a month for an MMO. Like, if you look at Final Fantasy XIV, you usually get patches every 3 months. I think Guild Wars 2 used to do, 3 days a week. Not 3 days a week. They used to do every 2 weeks some mini patch, I think they used to do. Or 2 months in Guild Wars 2. So it's absolutely insane, if you think about it. And I think people they're just fed up with this. Yeah, I can't find the post. So, here it is. Found it. So, the final stats on World of Warcraft, so this is quoting somebody on Reddit, Antic Scarab 3, I guess that's his name. You'll probably find it because it's one of the top upvoted posts. The final stats for Wars Draenor is 21.5 months long. So that's about 2 years. That's actually pretty good for an expansion. And every expansion should be at least 2 years or more. But the problem is, we only had 2 content patches and 2 raid tiers. He excludes patch 6.1 because it was such a terrible patch. There was really not much content added on that. I think, so yeah, 6.1, they gated one of the raid tiers, I think, for that patch. So the raid tier already existed. It wasn't new stuff. It was already there, but it was locked out until 6.1, I think. I think it was Blackrock Foundry. So basically, we've only had 2 patches and 2 raid tiers in 2 years. Like, if you think about that, what is going on, Blizzard? And it looks like he put some extra stuff here. So we've now gonna have 434 days of the same raid, which is Hellfire Citadel. Doesn't that boggle your mind? Like, 400, that's like more than a year of the same raid. That's almost going into that's like a year and a half and 1/3. I mean, so what I want to just say to Blizzard is, I've been playing since vanilla. A lot of people have been playing since vanilla. Most people joined in Wrath of the Lich King because that's when WoW got super popular. And for you to expect us to give you $15 a month and then find out we're now 2 times in a row we're at years of waiting for content for an MMO, a game which is supposed to be updated constantly because that's what your $15 is going for, but instead you give us paid mounts. Like, why? I mean, I'm putting most of the blame on Activision because I'm pretty sure they're the ones behind the whole WoW shop and stuff, but as far as like new stuff, most of it has come through paid crap on the store instead of actual content patches. And it's not like even the prices are good. Like $25 for a single mount? There's tons of mounts in World of Warcraft that you can get for free. Yet they want to charge $25. That's enough for a metric ton of Steam games that you can even get lower than $25. So why would I pay $25 for a mount instead of like a complete AAA good Steam game? Like, for example, Witcher 3. If you think about that, you can get Witcher 3, a masterpiece of a game. I mean, in my opinion, but most people consider it a masterpiece of gaming at the moment. But I'm just using that as an example. You can get that. It was on, even almost when it first came out, it was on sale for like $30, which was pretty amazing. But you can get that game for probably $25 now, even $20. And that has endless hours of content. It's not an MMO, so we don't expect it to be updated, but it did get DLC. Or you could pay $25 and get a little magical pony that you can ride around all day. Like, yay, look at me, I got a nice little star pony, I paid $25 for it. I'm gonna fly all the way up into the air where nobody could see me. And it was so worth $25. Like, that's the thing. People fly all the way up in the air anyway, so you don't even see the mount. It defeats the purpose, but I'm not gonna go into that. So, I'm honestly still gonna stay for Legion, obviously because I've played WoW all my life. But for anybody who hasn't played WoW all their life, they're probably gonna quit your game. Your subscriber numbers are probably gonna drop. They could drop below Final Fantasy XIV. And let's be real here, if they drop below Final Fantasy XIV, you are in some serious trouble because your MMO at the moment is just based around the fact that it's number 1. Like, you're kind of like politics right now, where everybody wants to be number 1. Your MMO is number 1. If it drops to number 2, the storm coming is going to be really, really bad. So what I hope in Legion is that you fix some of the stuff. You actually give us some content patches. Like, Legion may be the same old stuff over and over again, which a lot of people are complaining about. But as long as we get some new stuff, some new lore, just a little bit, a patch every 3 months, maybe a little tiny zone, or maybe a dungeon with 1 boss every 3 months is good. It keeps us entertained. Like, if I know I'm gonna get something every 3 months, if I know I'm probably gonna get some new type of content, even 3 to 5 months, we'll say 6, 5, no, not 6, 6.5 a year. Like every 3 to 5 months, I will willingly pay that $15 because I know once I'm done with the stuff I'm done with, I'm not gonna have to wait a year for new stuff to play. So that's, I guess, just my rant. on this. So I just hope Blizzard, you fix your stuff. You look at this, and whoever is in charge of this content planning, gets their, lack of a better word, heads out of their ass, and start giving the players something to do, because there's nothing to do in WoD. It's been a year of nothing to do. I mean, if you minus when it came out, so I would say about 7 months of nothing to do. I mean, do you really expect people to keep paying $15 a month for that? Yeah. So, I mean, I hope Legion goes well. I would hope it succeeds. I also hope that maybe you'll look at vanilla WoW servers just in case Legion doesn't go as planned, which there's a real good chance that it might not. And I'll just leave it at that. So, if you guys, viewers now I'm talking to, not Blizzard, but if you guys have any questions, or if Blizzard wants to respond, that'd be pretty cool. But small channel like me, that's probably a pipe dream anyway. Not much I did call them some names, so to say, but who knows. I pretty much have no filter. So if you guys have any comments on this, feel free to let me know in the comments below if you absolutely hate this, or if you are still playing WoW, even are you still going to support Blizzard even after realizing the fact that it's been a year since we got new content. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like button. It helps out the video a lot. And I might go more into this in other videos, but of course I said this was just an emergency video, kind of like out of the blue. I even stopped my stream for this. I was like, holy crap. WoW expansion release date. So we'll see what happens. Also, one note, I actually did not pre-order Legion yet, and I might not actually pre-order Legion. I didn't pre-order Warlords of Draenor. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on in my life when Warlords of Draenor came out, so I wasn't really able to play it. I actually got it 2 months late, surprisingly. Mr. Pandaria, I was sick with a severe illness, and I actually was able to stay up during Mr. Pandaria release night. So that was pretty cool. But Legion, I have a feeling I might not actually get it day one, so we'll see what happens. Or if I get it day one, I'm not going to pre-order it, just to show that, yeah, I don't think I want to pre-order just out of principle of the fact that I don't want to show that, that me and other players will just give you money ahead of time when you're not going to give us content. So we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.